crypto always goes down. That's just part of how crypto is. It goes up and it goes down. So you can make money on the dips, or you can hold until the dips go back up. It just depends on how you like to do crypto. So for some people are day traders in crypto, and that just basically means that they're day traders, they make money off of this market. So just as crypto goes down,
Nice.
you know, hey, so Mu is here. I'm Nem Superstar. This is Mu Gutter, and we are the hosts of All Things Crypto. And we talk about crypto every week. And Mu, can you take, I do the invite people to the show?
Huh?
I'm going to
Say
invite
again?
people. I said, can you just take a minute while I invite people to the show?
Your thing keep breaking up, but it said, do you keep just me do me? Why you invite people?
Yeah, because we, but we don't. We need to just invite like our friends to join the show every week, you know.
Oh, you're inviting mad people. Yeah, so I just want to talk about Web3 today then. That's my favorite new topic because unlike Web 1 and Web 2, we can now have ownership of our stuff. So I think it's a very exciting time. So Web 3, you control your data, you control your crypto, you control your NFTs, and sky is the limit with all the stuff that you actually can own now. So very exciting time. Web 3. I want everybody to start. I'm going to feedback. I want everybody to start looking.
What type of technical difficulties? Can y'all see me?
Nah, I see you.
All right, I gotta rejoin the live because it stopped showing me. I'll just rejoin it real quick. Hold on a second. Let me see. Oh, there it goes. All right, y'all, I'm cooking, sir. All right, I'm back.
Doing a lot
I'll be
over
cooking
there.
while we're doing this all things crypto too. So you said you're gonna talk about Web3. I want to talk about people being scared of the dip. And I want to talk to Lynch Mob. Didn't Lynch Mob, was it him? No, it wasn't Lynch Mob. Who was the one that bought Luna?
I don't remember. Luna? I don't know.
Good to see you, Brandon. So hey,
Brando, what up?
for Brandon, what's going on? So go ahead, move, speak for a second. If you can, pour up water, please.
You got a lot going on. Jesus, you got a lot going on, man. So I want everybody here, like I said, I'm talking about Web3 today mostly. I want everybody here to try to get an Oculus so you can experience the first iteration of the metaverse. The metaverse goes by many different definitions. If you ask 10 people, you get 10 different definitions of what the metaverse is. But basically, the metaverse is just the next iteration of social media. And you can hang out, be in the same virtual room with your friends from the comfort of your own living room. So that's the technology they're working on right now, and it's called the metaverse. The metaverse is also going to be part of the whole decentralized movement because right now, the web, the internet is centralized. That simply means that another company owns it and can shut it down. Verizon can shut it down if they want to. Comcast could shut it down. Whatever company is controlling your internet, they can shut it down. So now Web3 is part of this decentralized internet where we'll all have our own nodes at our own crib and create what they call like a mesh network. So if my node breaks, it doesn't matter. It's still a mesh that'll keep the Web3 functioning and fully decentralized. You back? You ready to rock and roll?
Well, yeah, I mean, so today, Mu obviously wants to talk about the metaverse and Web3. I want to talk about the dip, and I want to talk about how people make money on these dips, and then also too about the Bitcoin halving, because I don't think people talk about this halving enough. Like every time Bitcoin, it makes the most explosion in its pricing, and we're in a bear market, and we're probably going to be a bear market until 2024. When Bitcoin halves again. I'm gonna, Mu, do you want to say something before I start the news of crypto for the week?
Nah, go ahead. It's all you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna read some news about crypto or what have you. So actually, the Apple App Store has banned features from Coinbase's app. So the App Store is not being very crypto friendly to Coinbase, and Coinbase stock has actually dropped a lot. I will say why. Coinbase has not really been pro crypto users. Coinbase has been very pro government user. And so crypto is really the engine that drives crypto is people like you, me, and those of you guys who are watching, people who are trying to find an alternative to a very, very controlled system. So Coinbase is just getting a reputation as being just like another government entity. So a lot of people are starting to feel like Coinbase isn't the logical solution. They said if they ever get into trouble, they're going to sell all the exchanges. Everybody on everybody on Coinbase, they're basically going to take your assets and use it to pay off. Anytime there's a problem with KYC, they're ramping it up. Like they want to know all your business, what you're spending it on. Anytime there's an issue or a concern, they're like the first ones ready to freeze, your assets. So Coinbase is becoming just so centralized that it's turning off cryptocurrency users. Hi, Fabiano 311 and Jetto. So
shout out to Retro 44 in the building. Retro 44 is in the house. That's what's up.
What's up, Thomas Knight? So that's why I think Coinbase's stock is dropping, not just because we're in a bear market, but just and they're losing users. So Coinbase just isn't becoming, like, people who really know crypto just aren't a super fan of Coinbase. I still use Coinbase and Coinbase Pro, and we'll talk about Coinbase Pro. If you want to day trade, Coinbase Pro is a good app. So I just think that that Coinbase, it says it's co-branding some hardware wallets with Ledger, but I think Apple wants Coinbase to do more stuff with it to broaden their crypto ecosystem. So the gas to mining, hello everybody who's joining, all things crypto. The gas to Bitcoin mining firm Krypto Energy Systems raised $505 million in their Series C. That just means a Series C is like when people are looking for money to raise for their company. So they have raised $747.5 million to date. Moo, why can't we find people who are going to give us millions of dollars just to raise? So this is going to deploy a large-scale Bitcoin mining and cloud computing operation. So right now, miners are, for those who are newbies, miners are so important to crypto because every time you're paying for a transaction in crypto, you're paying the miners because they're the ones that are moving crypto. Like, so if you make a transaction, any transaction on crypto, the miners are the ones that are taking the transaction and making it successfully go through. So it's a blockchain. So they're taking that Bitcoin blockchain from point A, whoever you're buying it from, and then they're putting it into the blockchain that is assigned to you. So miners are becoming so instrumental, and they're really getting a lot of recognition. So there's also a lot of money coming into mining. So a lot of countries, I think, was it Venezuela, Moo, that you said is using volcanic energy to fuel the miners to start to do all this Bitcoin and crypto movement?
Yeah, El Salvador. Yep.
Okay. Now, let me tell you something. You hooked me up when you said if you want to do KYC, use your passport instead of your driver's license because you could avoid putting address on there. So when people are asking you for your KYC, which is know your client. So when you're trying to do crypto and you're about to sign up, they say, hey, you need to give us an ID. Moo is right. Use your passport over your driver's license. I just had to do some tax lien stuff recently, and I just prefer to use my passport because I just don't like everybody having my personal business.
Yeah. Plus, we citizens of the world, not just of our block. You know what I'm saying? We should have a global passport, but whatever. It's a whole nother thing.
So it says it's inevitable regulation will continue to tighten in crypto. It is very important that you continue to watch us because, like I said a couple weeks ago, and like we say, crypto is going to do this. It's going to diverge. So what I have realized is that right now, it's going to split. It's going to be those who just don't know enough about crypto but want to get involved, and they're using Coinbase and all these centralized things, and those who really know crypto so well that they're going to decentralize things and make this money off of crypto. And so KYC is going to be very important. So they're going to regulate, and they're going to start to herd you into certain places of crypto so they can make money off of it. So like the banks are going to start to adopt it. And what they're doing is they're getting ready for the next halving. And I didn't understand that at first. What they're doing is all these banks and all these centralized systems are starting to adopt crypto so they can get ready for the next halving that's coming with crypto in 2024. And I'll talk more about that later. And me and Moo will talk about that later. Okay. So if you want to know about some of the regulations that are coming through, apparently there's an ebook called Pass Space, and it helps companies keep up with compliance. And so it's a crypto KYC. There's a crypto KYC playbook, and it talks about crypto regulations and how to identify verification and secure growth and templates for KYC and case studies. I'll one more thing, because I know this is a lot of news. You guys don't know, Binance is one of the biggest crypto companies in the world. And if you don't have a little bit of Binance, I would encourage you to buy just some BNB, okay? BNB is just another word for Binance. And so, hello, all those who have joined. So BNB is just another word for Binance. It's the ticker for Binance. It's recovered 5.8 million out of 600 million that was stolen Ether and USDC coins, and USDC just means US dollar. What is it? US dollar coins, right?
US dollar.
Cyber criminal. So a North Korean cyber criminal stole 600 million in Ether and USDC from Binance. It got about 6 million back, but they're trying to figure it out. So the funds will.
Yeah, I love a good bank robbery.
No, and the funds actually belong to the Axie Ronin Bridge. So the funds were actually from a developer of Axie Infinity. So the wallet that was hacked is linked to Ronin, and it holds 280 million in digital assets. So the hacker group sent the money to centralized exchanges, and they swapped the stolen USDC for Ethereum on decentralized exchanges. So again, crypto is gonna split. It's gonna be people who don't really know a lot, and they're gonna be all about centralized, and the government is gonna herd you and push you towards that. And then there's gonna be decent people who understand decentralization, and that's where the money is gonna be made. So what they did is they sent the money to centralized exchanges, and then they also swapped it all on decentralized exchanges. So Axie has raised 150 million led by Binance, and it will be allocated to investors that got losses due to the attack. So the Axie DAO hopes to recover the stolen funds within 2 years. Because they have to track, they can find everything on the blockchain, but it takes a lot to track all those contracts. And they probably sent it to, like, if they're hackers, they probably sent it to like a couple thousand different contracts.
They knew what they were doing, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So
man.
I'm gonna stop it right there. Yeah, because I mean, there's a lot of information, but we can go ahead and talk about, just more stuff in crypto that we want to talk about. But that's just some basic news in crypto that we usually talk about every week. And I know.
So what about Web3? Can we get back to Web3? Mm-hmm. My favorite topic of the day.
Okay, go ahead.
Web3. Once again, this is my news. My news of the day is Twitter just paid $150 million fine for their privacy practices. They call it the old bait and switch. So they say we're going to use your data for one thing, and then they use your data for another thing. This is like the second or third time they're getting fined this much money. $150 million they got fined for cheating the system or not listening to the government, I should say. And they're going to do it again. So think about how much money they're really making with our data. So I say all that to say why I like Web3 is because we will now control our own data. Mm-hmm. We can sell our data if we choose to, or not sell it if we choose to on Web3. So that's why everybody needs to look into this, because now it's just about your security, scalability, and your data. That's what Web3 is all about right now. So that's why I'm excited about it. So I want to talk about that today. But that's my news of the day. Twitter got fined $150 million to take it like a G.
One is I'm cooking, y'all. So just so if you see me pausing or tasting something, I'm just trying to make sure I make good food for people.
This is what we do over here, man. Sometimes you'll see a little baby. Sometimes people will be cooking. You know what I mean? Sometimes Coupe de Villa's taking shots of Hennessy. You don't never know what you're going to see. It's all things crypto and life. Remember, we're not financial advisors. We just hanging out. All right? So just hanging out with y'all.
Nigeria. I mean, you never know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
So Web3. So I think it was Lich Mob that kind of put us in Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. I think it was Lich Mob that told us. So I always tell you guys to go on unstoppable domains. How do you make money off of your data? He said, how do you make money off your
data?
Mm-hmm. That's a question for you, Moo, because I think you were talking about that. That's Retro 44.
Oh, no. Retro 44 in the house. Nah, it's the same thing how Facebook and everybody makes money off our data. They sell it to companies. Then they know our tendencies. Somebody from Nebraska likes corn, likes a specific thing. They're going to shoot a commercial towards you based on your data. So it's companies that just buy data. Cambridge Analytica, if y'all remember that scandal, they're a company that's very interested in purchasing data to manipulate the election. So people use data for different things. So you can say that at any company because they're going to use it to like put your information in the right spaces so you can click on them ads and buy. That's the most important thing about selling data.
Yeah, so I know, like, just piggybacking off of Mu. So, for example, when I'm like I like certain type of purses. I like Kate Spade. I like Jimmy Choo, right? If I buy something on my phone, they collect that data, and then like now I'm walking by a store, and they're like, "Oh, purses in this store are selling for blah blah blah." So like they know how to market to you now because they know what you like. So and then they also sell your stats to like voters and I mean not voters, but they sell your stats to like politicians and all that other stuff too. So politicians know how to target you. They kind of know, like, if politicians have like thousands of data points, and they know that most people feel strongly about education, public schools, then that's what they'll use their platform to start pushing to you. Oh, public schools. They know all these people really want to hear about public schools. So yeah, that's just piggybacking. So
to piggyback off of you real quick, you know, Facebook has an average of 5,000 data points on each of us. 5,000 data points. I don't even know 5,000 things about myself. So I'll let you know. But go ahead.
So like, so you men out there, you know, if you get in an argument with your girlfriend, be like, look, if Facebook knows 5,000 data points, you should know at least 15, okay? Whatever like that. So back to Web3. I tell you guys every week to get unstoppable domains, to get some domains. Lynch Mob, he kind of educated us a little bit, and he told us that in terms of Web3, they don't like to buy the domain names isn't that expensive. I don't know if it's changed now, but it wasn't that expensive before. And so when you go to Web3 or what have you, get your unstoppable domains, and they give you a website for free. However, they charge you to mint it on the blockchain. And what that means is that, so you'll get Web3, and then you will start to develop your website. And you're like, oh, this is rocking. I don't have to pay every month anymore, right? So you're feeling good about the situation. But then when you go to mint your website on the blockchain, which is what you're going to have to do to get people to like be able to send you crypto and stuff like that, then you're going to have to pay. And every make, you've got to pay to remint it on the blockchain because they've got to pay miners. So that makes every transaction, you got to pay miners because miners are making those transactions. So just know that when you go to Unstoppable Domains and you get your Web3 domain name, whatever that might be, when you do your website, try to have your website kind of pretty ready-made, done and everything like that. Doesn't need a lot of tweaking. So when you mint it once on the blockchain. And if we're speaking over some people's heads, please chime in and ask questions so we can help you out. The blockchain is what all crypto runs on. So just think of blockchain as the train tracks, right? And then crypto as the train on top of the blockchain, okay? So yeah, so Lynch Mob, shout out to Lynch Mob because he's the
Lynch Mob.
Yeah, he's the one who really educated us on the next steps in the process. So I have about 15 domain names on Unstoppable Domain because I know Web3 is the future. Mu said he did his homework. Mu, how many did you get? So
we got a couple. We got a little bit. You know what I mean? I ain't mint them drinks like that yet, though. I don't have time, but I got them.
Yeah, I have not either. So I'm really glad that Lynch Mob took it. And that's why we like our community, because there's stuff that we know we'll do, but then our community will say, okay, I'm going to do it. And they'll do it and they'll take it a step further. Then we take it and then they'll say, hey, this is what I experienced. So that helps us understand too.
Yeah. Like Lynch Mob said he brought his son's 4 names. That's just dope. Just to like buy, especially when your kid has a unique name, that and it lasts forever. It's yours forever. You buy it once and keep it in the family. So that's dope. I'm going to have to do that too.
Did you do that, Mu, yet? I bought my daughter's name.
I ain't bought my kids' names, not yet. I'm about to buy one of them, though. You know what I'm saying?
One of them, is it going to be your favorite?
Yeah, I got a favorite. It is what it is. I'm the parent that can admit I got a favorite kid.
Girls, isn't it?
Hmm?
The girls? Is it one of the girls?
Yeah, it's the girl. It's my only girl. But really, I got a website in her name already, so that's why. So that's it's the business. It's purely for business why I'm buying it. You know what I'm saying? She's really not my favorite like that. You
Yep.
know, but she is the girl.
I was.
But yeah, man.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Mo. Mm-hmm.
Nah, but I just want to tell everybody real quick. If y'all don't have Bitcoin, please buy some immediately. Just get into the game. We all been in the club and blew a couple $100 on bottles and whatever else. So blow a couple of $100 on some Bitcoin and just really get in the game, because you already know when you're in the game, you start to pay more attention. You start to understand it more. The news articles make more sense. You know, the vocabulary starts to make more sense. So definitely buy some Bitcoin. And I would say everybody buy at least one affordable NFT. You get an NFT for $2 to $3, and then you'll also be in that game also. So just you'll start to understand how this game works, because this is a new game. Right now, it's the wild, wild west. None of this is regulated. Everybody's trying to figure it out. So while people are trying to figure out, is the best time for us to jump in, you know? And now you want to talk about the dip and why to buy in the dip, because we can get these coins at a cheaper price. You can get NFTs at a cheaper price, and then when the market rebounds, now you're in profit. So that's the whole point. Like, I'm investing to pass along to my family. You know what I mean? To hope the grandkids will hopefully get my crypto and all of that stuff. But some of y'all are investing to flip your money. Right now, Bitcoin's 30,000. If you buy $100 worth of Bitcoin and it hits 60,000, you just flipped your money. So some of y'all are doing that too. So, but if y'all don't have any cryptocurrency, don't have a wallet yet, please get going on Coinbase, Gemini, or Kraken. Those are the three I recommend because they're user friendly. Buy some crypto, and then next episode will show you how to put it in your own personal wallet. But get in the game.
Moo, you see Grind Groovin's comment?
Now, what do you say?
We got some smart followers. He said, Moo, all the maps. Are you a cartographer or something?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, trying to be around the world. One of my, I'm glad you asked. On my bucket list is to go to at least 100 countries. I'm only at about 12 right now, so I got about 88 more to go. The maps is always inspirational for me to get to my 100 countries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is why we want to get into crypto. So I think I want to segue into the halving, into Bitcoin's halving, and nobody's really talking about this, and this is so important to Bitcoin, and it's going to be so important to crypto. Grinding Groovin said, "Is this a good time to get a full coin? Bitcoin? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
If you could afford it, hell yeah.
Yeah, if you can afford it. Now, we're not financial advisors, so if you buy a coin and it goes to zero in 5 years, don't come looking for us. Make your own decisions, do your own research. But if it were me, I would definitely buy as much Bitcoin as I could right now. And I'm going to explain why, because we're going to talk about the halving. So there's not enough people talking about Bitcoin halving. And I always try to figure out, when I see movement from centralized sources like the government, the banks, and all these different things, I always think, what are they trying to do? Because they're preparing for something, right? So every 4 years, Bitcoin halves. And every time it halves, it makes it more scarce. Because every time it halves, it costs more. It takes more energy for the miners to get more Bitcoin out. And so the Bitcoin starts to reduce in the amount of Bitcoin that's going to circulate, right? So we've had, I think, 3 halvings so far. So we're about to, in 2024, we're about to get into our next halving. It just means that Bitcoin is a technology and it's a protocol, right? So what happens is that Bitcoin is a program. It's a code. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second.
You never know what you're going to get. She just got somebody at the door, you know? Anyway, the halving. That should be the name of a horror movie, the halving. But all that is the Bitcoin. Basically, when people started mining Bitcoin, they got, like, say, 3 Bitcoins for everything they mined. Then after a certain amount of years, it went to half, 1.5 Bitcoins. Then after another couple, whatever years, 4 years, or something like that, it went to half of that, 0.075. So that's what she's talking about when she talks about the halving. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a mom too, so my child, I'm trying to bogart because she wants the food I've been cooking and she wants mommy's attention. So in any case, so that being said, thanks, Moo, for so they have found historically, and there's only been 3, so they're only assuming every time there's a halving, that's when Bitcoin's price jumps exponentially. And I wish I had a chart. Let me see. I'm going to try to pull up a chart. I will say that Instagram be fronting on us. So every time we try to show you guys something, like,
Yeah, by the way, Instagram be hating on us for real. It's not like a game. You know, it's like The Exorcist. You be like, it's a demon in the house. Like, I don't believe you. No, they be hating on us. The information we be giving out. You know, they don't want us to get this money. Period. You know.
yeah, because the thing is, you have to realize, like, you guys are paying people that don't even have like an ounce of the information we're giving you, and they'll say some vague shit like, "Oh, cryptocurrency is going to, drop next month," and it's like, cryptocurrency always drops next month. Like, that's nothing new. Like, that's not even real. Like, it's because what they do is they're taking advantage of the fact that you guys don't know.
Yeah, put fear in your heart. That's why we're here. Don't be afraid. It's normal. What's going on is normal. This is completely volatile. But once it gets regulated, it will stabilize then. So we want to get in when the price is low before it becomes where it levels out to its exact price where it's supposed to be. And then, now it was regulated. Now you're safe every day. You know it's going to be like, say, a Verizon stock is about $50, $60 on average. That's how it's going to stay. Right now, Bitcoin could be 50,000 today, 20,000 tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So it's not balanced out because it's not regulated yet, but that's why it's perfect for us to jump in this game.
Exactly. So remember, it's high risk, high reward. So you may lose everything in crypto, but you have a lot to gain. So my thing is, the beauty of crypto too is the fact that you can put in a little bit and maximize a lot. So if the risk, you could say it's a big risk, but it kind of isn't, because you can put in $50 and then, like, if you just sit on it, that $50 might turn into 600 in a couple months or in a year, or $800. And you can't get those returns in the stock market unless you're just a whiz at the stock market. You can't get those returns in almost anything except for crypto. So let me just show you before Instagram hates on us.
All right.
So right
the
here,
charts. We got some charts.
the first halving came in 2012, right? And these are
how much they get per Bitcoin?
Yeah, this is the Bitcoin price, so I don't really understand what they're doing.
How much did the miners get? Does it show you how much the miners got?
I don't know, but I want to do this before.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Bitcoin in November of 2012, it was $2.55. The next halving, that was the first halving. That's when Bitcoin first came into the flooded the market. The second halving came in 2016. Bitcoin jumped to $269.14. You might say $269 isn't that much, but it really is if you think about it, because basically Bitcoin went up by 100 times. Okay, that's huge. The next halving was in 2020. Bitcoin went from $269 to $7,874. So that's what, Moo, I don't even know what that is. That's like what, 7,000% or something like that, or even more. So what I'm saying, you guys, is that every time there's a halving or a halving, I don't know how to say it, Bitcoin goes up by exponential amounts. So what people are doing is they're now preparing for the next halving, and they think that, and I'm not a financial advisor, I could be completely wrong on this, but what it shows is that every halving, Bitcoin leaps by leaps and bounds. So you have 2 years to stack your Bitcoin before the next halving. And what happens is it launches exponentially, and then it falls back down. So I think Bitcoin halved and it went to like 40 something thousand, 50,000. It had a high of 59,000, and now it's back at 30,000. But look, in May of 2020, it was $7,874. So Bitcoin, if you look at Bitcoin, is not doing too bad. So if it was estimated at $8,000 in May of 2020, and we're 2 years later in May of 2022, and Bitcoin is about 30,000, that's still a 3 times jump from 2 years ago, right? So don't let them scare you in this market and be like, oh my God, Bitcoin's a scam, or the dip is happening, or Bitcoin is falling. Bitcoin jumps every 4 years, okay? So we're between those 4 years, and it's called a bear market. This is the time to stack your Bitcoin. Either stack your Bitcoin, buy a little every week if you can, every 2 weeks, even if it's $5, $2, just stack, right? Or if you want to day trade, it's going up and down. So when it goes to 27,000, buy some. And then when it goes to 30,000, sell it, and then repeat, rinse and repeat if you want to make money that way. For me, I don't have time to rinse and repeat right now. So I'm just buying it and stacking and getting ready for the next halving, which will be in 2024, which you guys should be preparing for too.
Well said.
Grind and groove.
Well said. Who's in the house? 3,000, 3,000%. Word up, Andre, 3,000%. But yeah, man, and I would buy more than $5, man. Like I said, don't buy that bottle of Casamigos and get some Bitcoin. All right, $52 with tax. All right.
You know, we don't know people's situations. They might be in the basement with
I know their situation. They probably sipping right now. That's their situation. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Somebody might be with Mom Dukes. We need to, and they like, yo, Mom gives me my allowance of $10 a week. You know what I'm saying? They might. This is
I hear you.
my only lick right now. You know.
I hear you.
So yeah. Have anything you want to talk about? I would like a guest to join, but
Web3. I'm on my Web3. Get your Oculus. Study the Web3. Oculus, you go to Horizon Worlds, and that's you interact with other people. That's the first iteration of Web3. That body cuts off halfway though. But I played poker in the Oculus. I played golf. I fought Darth Vader with a lightsaber. So get on that Oculus. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Everybody decided to join this time. I did 2 people.
All right. That's my man Milk. Milk is in the building.
What's up, Milk?
All right. All right. Looking good, brother. Looking good, man. Shining. See how relaxed he is?
He does.
Because that man just be sitting on his crypto. He just sits on crypto, man, relaxed. You know what I mean?
I'm sitting on this retro right now, B.
Word up. That's what's up.
You know what's interesting, man, is y'all talking about the halvings, and it seems like it's following the elections, yo. Is there something going on with that?
Mm-hmm.
It's real talk.
That's it.
You answer that. You answer that.
So that's so interesting because some of the theories is that Satoshi Nakamoto is actually Putin. So there's a lot of theories about who Satoshi Nakamoto is, who invented Bitcoin. So it's really interesting. I think you're right. I think that's what they did it on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
I just seen the pattern when you pulled the chart up, and it's just, you know, I'm a conspiracy theorist.
So are we.
You know? Yeah, but that's how 2016, 2020, next
2012. Yeah,
you're right. That's crazy. And they did it right on the election, like years and stuff.
Yeah. And those elite years too.
Oh, ooh. Too deep. That's why we got banned the last time. You gotta relax, my brother. They be banning us, yo. You know what I'm saying? Outlaw. He don't mean it, Instagram. He just playing.
Yeah, I'm just playing. Man, don't mind me. I'm delusional right now.
All of a sudden it's gonna get fuzzy, like the static is gonna start.
Take a shot of XO for me. I know you got some XO in there, man. Take a shot.
Nah, I've been working crazy on this BMW, but I've been on that Black Douce.
Oh, word? I never had the Black Douce. Jesus.
Group economics. We gotta support each other.
You just told me, you know what I'm saying, to go, instead of me buying this Black Douce, I should just go get the crypto.
Go get that Bitcoin. No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But which Bitcoin though?
There's only one. There's only one Bitcoin. There's only one Slick Rick. There's only one Drake. There's only one Bitcoin.
Hey.
But what about
E Nas in the building? What up, Harlem? E Nas. Yeah, go ahead. What you say?
Yeah, Emu.
Yo, yeah. What you say?
What about what's the one that you spend for on the metaverse? The Ethereum?
To buy a NFT, I use Ethereum, but it's so many different metaverses. They're all going to take their own coin now. You know, so it's different blockchains, and each blockchain is going to open up their own metaverse, basically. Bitcoin's a blockchain, Ethereum's a blockchain, Cardano's a blockchain, and they all going to have a metaverse. Why we fuck with Bitcoin is because it has no leader, so they're not going to build no metaverse on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is what it is. It's a computer program, and it's gone. They done. The rest of them have leaders that can like build metaverses on top of what they call a project. So yeah, you better spend anything on any coin you better spend in any particular metaverse. They're trying to merge all the metaverses now, though. They're not ready yet. Each metaverse is separate right now. But in 5 years, if I want to hang out with you in the different metaverses, they're going to be able to merge it. So I could bring my avatar, hang out with you, play some golf. You come over to my metaverse, we play some pool. You know, but that's like 5, 6 years away right now, you know?
I want to about that, but Godchild is spitting some good crypto that you can use in the metaverse, like Mana and Sand. So if you go into the metaverse, Box is one, Mana and Engine are some that are used in the metaverse right now. But it depends on what Moo was trying to say. It depends on which metaverse you want to go into, because every metaverse has different coins. So like you can decide which metaverse you like, and then you can say, okay, I like this metaverse. I want to play this game or whatever, and then you buy that metaverse coin. So like Sandbox is one metaverse. You can use Sand. That's what you can purchase.
Yeah, that's who Snoop fucks with. Snoop did a big deal with Sand. Snoop bought like a mansion for 2.3 million in the metaverse
Yep.
with Sand. So that's what Gold Godchild's talking about. Yeah, go ahead, Doug.
I'm going to this Kevin Hart. I'm gonna go to this Kevin Hart concert, right? And they got like a VIP for like $300, and you get an NFT with it. I'm trying to figure out how this is going down, but I've been seeing that a lot on StockX. You could buy an NFT, and then they talking about you could go and get the sneaker. I'm kind of confused about that, but I see them NFTs are starting to pop up in a lot of things right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the reason why NFTs are great is because, and Moo will tell you there's holes in them, but like they're smart contracts. So like if you buy an NFT, there's a smart contract. And it's kind of like, how do you explain it? It's kind of like a refillable coupon. So it's like when you get an NFT in the contract, it'll tell you like, okay, you can get this, you can use that to redeem. So like you can get an NFT and it could be like it could be an artwork of a Nike sneaker, right? That you can use perfectly, right? But they can also doing a drop your NFT on your contract, and now you can get sneakers, actual sneakers through your NFT too. So now you can use your NFT to get the actual sneaker and the virtual sneaker. Then they'll say, okay, we're gonna send through your NFT another drop to like now you can buy a second sneaker in another metaverse. So NFTs are being used to like as a logo, as a brand. And like it's just like gaming cards. So for example, like Moo was talking about this like the NBA Top Boys. I forgot what it was called, but it was really cool.
Top Shot. Top Shot.
Yeah, so like it's kind of they're using NFTs as like gaming cards. I mean, like like baseball cards. So like they'll have Michael Jordan now, which is like pictures of Michael Jordan, and you can buy those NFTs, right? And they might say 3 months later, like that NFT you purchased, now they're gonna drop something else through there, a signed autographed shirt of with that NFT. So it just depends. Every NFT is different, but they're like, it's hard to explain, but it's like a contract through something you purchase, but usually it's art, music, pictures, something of media. It's usually a media picture or something like that. And then they can just refill it when they need to like drop more stuff through that NFT. Because it's just a code that they just say, okay, now you can use this. We're gonna reset the code to do this now. And then now we're gonna reset the code to do that, if that makes more sense.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, and that's all it is. NFTs all need a utility to make you buy it. So you'll go to Kevin Hart, you'll buy the NFT, but then you'll get something free because you bought the NFT. And that's what it has utility, you know?
So keep that, will that NFT be valuable one day or what?
We don't know.
I mean, we don't know, Kevin. That's it's a gamble. If you think
it's like a baseball card. If you get an Aaron Judge right now, it's valuable. If you get Scrub, who never only plays one time, is not valuable. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool.
All right. Last week, where Moo was saying, okay, so they haven't done college yet, right? College ball, but they're about to get ready to do it. So let's say like you like a certain college ball player and you buy his NFT, not known. Let's say he gets drafted and now he becomes like stars in the NBA. Now that NFT could be extremely valuable. It's just like buying one of those like it's like buying like an autograph of somebody or whatever. It's like Bored Apes. So they sold Bored Apes for like, yeah, it's risk and gamble like stocks, but like Bored Apes, their NFT like started selling at like a low amount, and now they're worth like $500,000 because people just started liking them, and just started buying them. So it's a gamble, but it's just a gamble. So you just have to assume like maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But I put on the thing OpenSea.io. You can go to OpenSea.io on your web browser, type it, but it's actually one word, OpenSea.io, and then you can see all the NFTs that they have on there, and you can kind of like look through them so you can get a better idea of them.
Yeah, and speaking of them, they use the Ethereum blockchain, so it's very expensive to like buy NFTs from them. You might try to buy an NFT for $100, and they charge you $70 in fees. So it's a pain in the butt. So that's why they're having a lot of competition from other blockchains like Solana and Cardano, because they're going to give you cheap that same NFT for $100. You're only paying $1 in what they call gas fees. So there's a war going on right now between these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So you want to pick, my only advice is like buy an NFT that is interesting to you, because you don't know if it's going to make money in the future. Like I brought a joint like with a Mario Brother joint just because I used to play Mario Brothers back in the day. You know what I'm saying? It was interesting to me. Of course, if you could afford the Batmans, they have Batman NFTs, big NFTs, expensive stuff too. But for, like I said, for people like us getting into the game, buy something that you like and just hold it, see if it catches value. Once again, for me, I'm passing this on to my kids, hopefully my great-great-grandkids. So almost anything we caught right now should have some value. It'll be nostalgic anyway, like having an old Nintendo that you never unwrapped. You can sell that joint now for mad money, you know what I mean? So that's how I look at NFTs too. But on this level, you can also flip them, you know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother conversation.
Also,
All right. So
okay.
the spray can NFT. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say that, like, okay, if you have the option between Ethereum and Polygon system, because it's cheaper. So if they say, oh, do you want to mint your NFT on Ethereum or Polygon, go with Polygon, because Polygon is going to be maybe $100, $200 cheaper than Ethereum, because Ethereum is slower and more money to mine, where Polygon that's a lot faster to mine. So if you have an option, always go with Polygon or Matic, unless you have a reason why you want to go with Ethereum to reduce your gas fee. But yeah, Mu is absolutely right about all that stuff. And then Rob, the entrepreneur, says it's all risky. However, the utility behind a lot of these projects is what really brings value. And he's right. So like, and that's what Mu said. I got an NFT of Old in 2012. I cannot get it off the Flow blockchain, but I bought it because
Flow don't let nothing off their blockchain yet.
So I got it because I really wanted Obama's election night. It was historic, and I wanted to get the NFT. So I got an NFT of the clip of him winning. And so, like, that may be valuable in the future. It may not be, like, but it was important to me. So, so it's basketball players like, I like anime. If you look at the
They hating on you, kid. You're breaking up.
Oh,
they hating on you, kid.
Like what do you look at and you like, and you feel like this is something that means something to you? I wouldn't pay no $20,000 for it, you know. And Cardano is good because they have a lot of NFTs. So you can go to OpenSea, but they sell all different kinds. So, but Cardano is a fast blockchain, and it goes really like lightning speed. So their NFTs tend to be a little bit cheaper sometimes.
Yeah. Dope. You want to talk about Web3 again? Web3, baby.
Let's see. Like, do you have any other questions you have? Do you have any other questions?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Milk the streets, baby. Holla at him. When you see him in the streets, holla. He don't take pictures, though.
In the streets.
Yeah, this might be an NFT right here. I'm out.
Okay. All right. I want to figure out how to get on Web3. We got about 9 minutes left.
Web3, Brave. The Brave browser is Web3. So for y'all with newer computers, download the Brave browser. I have it. I use it. It's mad glitchy, but fuck it. It's Web3. You can have your own wallet. It's a lot of privacy on it, and you know it works 70% of the time.
And you can also download Opera as well. So there's a couple. Before it was just Opera, and it was running on the Polygon chain. But you can do Web3, and you can still log on to like Web2 stuff, and it's faster. To me, Opera, I don't know if Brave is, but I know Opera is a lot faster to me in terms of server connection and stuff like that. So yeah, Prince Eco says Brave, question mark.
Yeah, that's how you spell it. Do you spell it just like that, Brave? And yeah, the BAT is the attention tokens. I forgot what the B is for. Attention tokens is what their crypto is. I haven't got basic attention tokens. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think I have a little bit of BAT. I think I have like $3 of BAT or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. So but Rod, did you want to talk about BAT, or are you asking us about BAT? Or is BAT starting to do Web3 browsers like Polygon? I don't know if he I don't oh.
Yeah, basic attention,
Mhm.
basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Just another little gem before we wrap up, you guys. You can go on Coinbase, you can go on certain centralized exchanges, and they'll ask you questions and you can get like free crypto. It's usually a couple dollars, but in crypto world, sometimes a couple dollars can turn to a couple hundred. So sometimes when I go on Coinbase, I read about no, I'm basic attention token. That was Moo. I was saying I thought some of the coins also are running certain browsers, so I didn't know basic attention token was its utility was running Web3 browsers, but now I understand. So that being said, what was I talking about before Moo? Before we talked about basic? Okay.
No, I forgot. I was on basic instructions before leaving Earth. You know what I mean? I got on my visceral. You know what I mean?
Go on Coinbase. They have quizzes you can take to get more crypto. So you can go on Coinbase, you can take some quizzes, you can read some information on new crypto, and they'll give you crypto for free. It's not that much, but hey, it's like 2 minutes and you can get free crypto. So why not?
Yeah. Why not? Yeah, Brave browser can do everything. Yes. It's just a regular, just like any other browser. Chrome, Firefox is just a Web3 browser, hypothetically decentralized. But yeah, man, that's what's up, man. Man, what else you want to talk about? You want to talk about this Web3 more? You do, don't you? Web3 again and again, again and again.
So I'm Web3 kind of out, but I do want to talk about the dip a little bit. So if you guys,
all right, buy the dip. Yes, I agree. Buy the dip.
Michi says she missed the beginning of class. She was at the neighborhood market. Michi, you can go to my Instagram, Nem Superstar, and you can click on the link, and Moo will probably upload this to YouTube and everything like that.
Michi, buy the dip, Michi. Buy some Bitcoin right now.
Yeah, so the dip is, so if you want to, again, I'm going to tell you how to make money on the dip. I have not done this because I am not a day trader. But if you're trying to make money in the dip, you do it this way. Bitcoin is extremely volatile. It is going up and down every single day, every single moment. You're going to doubt, I am not a financial advisor. Do your research first, and I am not to blame if you lose your money, okay? But if you want to do it, this is how you do it. This is how I would do it if I had the time. Coinbase Pro, not Coinbase, download Coinbase Pro. Why download Coinbase Pro? Because Coinbase Pro does minute to minute. There's a little thing at the top on the right-hand side that you can click on, and it'll change to see minute to minute what's going on with crypto. So when Bitcoin is dropping crazy and Nexo panics and tells me to put more Bitcoin in because I'm reaching my threshold, I go to Coinbase Pro, I put in that minute because I'm trying to see if crypto is going down or up in 1 minute. So that being said, crypto is fluctuating between about 27,000 to about 31, 32,000, right? So when crypto drops, you go on Coinbase Pro, you tag it, and you say, I want to be alerted when crypto goes beneath this amount. You can also go to another, you can do Coinbase regular and say, I want to be tagged when crypto goes above a certain amount, right? So you get notifications if you don't want to sit and look at a chart all day. Once crypto drops to 27,600, whatever, that's when you buy crypto, right? Then within 2 hours, 1 minute, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 days, it's going to go up to 31, 30, 32,000. Then you sell it, okay? And rinse and repeat. That's how people make money in the market. Also, you can find other coins, altcoins that mirror Bitcoin. So you might have an altcoin that has a bigger drop in rise with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is going between 27 and 32,000, right? You may say, hey, I want greater gains. So you might find an altcoin or another crypto that when Bitcoin drops to 27,000, it drops to 2 cents. And then when Bitcoin goes to $32, it goes to $13. You can buy a whole bunch of those cryptos at 2 cents, and then you can trade it once it hits $12 or $13, and you do it on the cycle. We are in a bear market, and we will probably be in a bear market for 2 more years until Bitcoin halves. So my advice to you is, if you want to do day trading, that's how you do it. I'm holding, aka hodling, and because I feel like when the halving comes, if you have Bitcoin, it is going to explode. And all the governments are working towards, they are timing it based on the halving because they cannot stop it. And so they are working, and they were making sure that they put things in place to make hella money off of the next time crypto halves, or they will make it illegal.
Yeah, whatever. They can't they can't make Bitcoin illegal because they don't own it. It's beautiful. It's decentralized. Once you have it in your own wallet, you can trade it. If somebody accepts it and they take it, for them to make it illegal is like a joke. It's like making using the bathroom in your own house illegal. Yeah, they can do it, but it doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying?
Worst case, Bitcoin never changes, goes up or down. You can go to El Salvador and have a party. You can go to lots of different countries and use your Bitcoin as currency for those countries.
Yeah, but once again, my advice is always never sell your Bitcoin. Just accumulate it like them. Never sell. What Nim was talking about with the limit orders and putting the price where you want to buy or sell at. Use any other coin on planet Earth to do that except Bitcoin. The only time I would ever say use Bitcoin is if you're in a dire situation, your child needs an operation or something like that. It's the only time I would ever sell Bitcoin. Other than that, it's supposed to be the next digital gold. It might hit $1 million in the next 10 years, which is a nice hustle, a nice flip. So that's what we believe. So just never sell your Bitcoin unless you got a gun to your head, is what I want to stress everybody. Sell every other coin, though. Have fun with every other coin if you want to sell those.
So, and then just piggybacking off of what Moose said, Bitcoin right now, it is going to move into, they're calling it, I forgot what they call it, but it's an asset class. But what you're going to be able to do with Bitcoin in the future, and what you can do now, is when you have Bitcoin, Moose, right, you don't have to sell it. Let's say you have, hey, Demario James, I try to get you to join the lives. We're about to get off though, but next week you can definitely join our lives. So when you have Bitcoin, right, and let's say the next halving, Bitcoin just explodes and it goes to 500,000, $1 million, right? And you have one coin, and you're saying, okay, well, you said never sell it. I have $500,000 that I can't touch. What Bitcoin is going to become is something that you can use as collateral, okay? So you may have $500,000 in Bitcoin, and somebody will say, hey, you have $500,000 in Bitcoin. If you give me $200,000 in Bitcoin, I'll give you $100,000 in dollars, or you can use that Bitcoin to purchase these things as a collateral loan. And as long as you pay the loan back in dollars, I will give you your Bitcoin back. So I guarantee you Bitcoin is going to start being that. It's going to be collateral that you use, and you can leverage it. So just think of Bitcoin as being able to be leveraged. So when Moose says don't ever sell it and you decide to keep it, you can start to leverage it in the future to get things. To say, okay, I want to get a house. I'm going to use my Bitcoin as collateral. I want to get US dollars. I'll use my Bitcoin as collateral. I've already started doing that on a micro level. I had a case, and I had spent too much money on attorneys already, and I was like, I can't be spending.
You always catching cases, Jesus.
It's not a case for
whatever.
Hey DJ, what's up? We're about to log off in a minute. So I had a case, and I had spent a lot of money on attorney's fees, and I just didn't want to spend money on attorney's fees before. So I was like, you know what? But I have Bitcoin, and this is before the regulations came in. And I was like, what I'm gonna do is leverage my Bitcoin. I don't want to sell it. So what I did is I took a loan out on my Bitcoin. I said, here's my Bitcoin. I'm not selling it. I'm giving it to you. And then they said, okay, you give us this much Bitcoin, we'll give you this much in US dollars, and you can decide, you have a year to pay it back. So I leveraged my Bitcoin. I did not sell it, but I'm using it as collateral to get US dollars to use it for attorneys because they're very expensive. Okay?
Yeah.
So yeah, JP Morgan just started doing that. They basically stole the idea from Nexo and Celsius.
Of course they did. And Celsius is taking a hard hit now too. But yeah, go ahead, though.
So no, I was using, so that's the thing. I was using Celsius and Nexo. What is so funny is what I'm saying, the government is tricky. The government ban them from giving any more loans. But I already had my loan because I was doing this before they started regulating it. Ban them from giving any more loans to the United States, and then told JP Morgan that they could do it. So as I'm saying, they're going to start to cut off all of your ability to do it with other people, and then railroad it into the banks in America. So you're forced to use them. But if you listen to us and you start to work on decentralization, you can get around those things. Okay. So my point is just like, I got in before they cut it off. So it's going to be used way more in the future as collateral. Okay. So think of Bitcoin as collateral. Think of it as a currency that you can use in other countries if you just have an emergency or you need to get out of America. So it's an asset class. It's collateral. It's something like gold, like Moose says all the time.
Yeah, man. It's like having a house on Central Park West. Never sell it. You can Airbnb it. You can take a loan against it, but you don't never sell it. You keeping that property on Central Park West all day. That's why they're hating on us. They don't want us in this game, y'all. Believe that. They keep changing rules every day. They keep moving the flag post. That's why, like what Nim said, they want it so they could control it. This is uncontrollable right now. It's decentralized. We don't need them, period. But now they're going to try to weasel their way in. That's why they crashed Terra Luna, because they wanted to prove like stable coins don't work. But Terra Luna wasn't a real stable coin anyway. What's the name? UST wasn't a real stable coin. But now they're going to go after the real stable coins like Tether. So I don't really have stable coins because I'm like, it mirrors the dollar. For those of you who don't know, a stable coin is just a cryptocurrency that mirrors the US dollar or the euro, whatever. But I'm like, I'm not in crypto to mirror something that's getting inflated. That's the past. So I don't really have any stable coins, but that's what the government's trying to do. So then you'll trust the government stable coin. When Biden comes and says, look at all your stable coins have crashed, but the US has a stable coin. Buy into us where you could trust us. Now the crypto movement becomes centralized. We don't want that. We don't need that. We're keeping this decentralized, peer-to-peer, me to you. We don't need them for nothing. Oh, not even their electricity soon. That's all they got on us. They control the grid with their electricity. They can shut down electricity on our ass. Then it'll be hard for this crypto to move. But they ain't going to do it because they too deep into it already. They just trying to scare us regular retailers out of the space. So don't be scared. This is big fun right now. Buy this dip right now and have fun. Once again, not a financial advisor, but this is well worth the risk. So, yeah, man.
So in conclusion, there's a lot of comments that come in. Keep them coming. We love your comments. So staking. There still is staking opportunities. The ones I was using, they shut them down and refused to let any U.S. citizens stake with them anymore. I got in before, like I said, they regulated it. So I still get some interest on my stuff, but I can't stake anymore. So I can't go in and add more to my pot. They'll only give me interest on what I already have so far or whatever. And I can't get any more. I can't get any more loans, but it's cool because I got what I needed from that situation. But there's still, like I said, you can still stake, you can still do yields, and you can still get loans. You just have to dig and look for decentralized platforms because what they're trying to do is control it. So you only think you have to do it through them. Now, peer-to-peer is more risky, but you can still do it.
CBDC, shout out that central bank digital coin. And somebody else asked, how long does it take to pay out? It depends on the contract you sign. You get paid out in 6 with the when you use it as collateral. It could be 6 months, it could be a year, it could be however long. It just depends on the contract you sign. It's a smart contract that you sign with that one. But yeah, just to answer a couple of quick questions.
For which one?
Nah, for anyone that under collateral is what I read. Like how soon do you get paid out if you put your stuff up as collateral? It could be
depends on which
whatever the contract is.
Then you have to pay, like harassing me. They sent me like 20 text messages to tell me to put more money in my collateral because Bitcoin is dropping so much. But the threshold is 83.3% and I'm at 74%. So I'm like, I'm not adding nothing until I really have. So that's the danger. If Bitcoin drops too low, they will sell your Bitcoin to get their money back. Okay. So there was another question. It was like, oh, you should save your lives. We do actually put them on YouTube. Moo puts them on YouTube. So
yeah, share it with me after this is over with because they be trying to hate on us if you don't share it right away. Then they try to take our system.
Well, did you get it?
Yeah, and then they took it away when you shared it. We'll talk about it later. Don't worry about it. Just share this one.
Tell me because sometimes I save them on my camera phone.
Save everything and just share it with me also or anybody. So you automatically get a copy too when you share it. When you save it, they be like stealing.
process.
is a glitch.
So the central digital banking, I forgot what it's called, but the basically you're talking about
central bank digital coin. It's like the central bank controlling our money. You know, they want to control our coins, and that won't be centralized, and that blockchain will be private. Is their plan. Right now, the blockchain is public, transparent. If the government gets a hold of it, they're going to make it completely private. So they'll be stealing just like they always do.
Yeah, they said they're making Luna 2.0 on Friday, but why not just burn Luna? I don't know. They were supposed to burn, but I don't know what happened. They were saying they were going to burn Luna. I saw Luna. I follow Luna on Twitter, so that's another thing too. You guys should follow people on Twitter. And they were saying drop your Luna contracts, but I was gonna buy Luna, and then they got shorted. So a lot of people think Luna was shorted because they didn't play ball with the government. So that's another thing too. What the government is doing is that if there's certain developers that are not playing ball with the government, then they short them or they crash them. So just know that too. When you use as collateral, what do you mean? You mean staking moves? So Michi. So if I do staking, I get paid every week. If I use it as collateral, they paid me within 24 hours. So like once I did my KYC, I got my money back on my loan within 24 hours. All I had to do was give them my Bitcoin to hold. You can do Ethereum too. You can do a lot of different types of coins. It's just that Bitcoin has the most bang for your buck. So you can do like Polygon, but you got to put a lot more Polygon down to get a certain amount of fiat currency. So they use different coins to determine how much money they want from you, like how many coins they want from you. But I got mine within 24 hours. She means like when you put the loan, how quickly do they pay out, Moo? Because I didn't understand that.
It could be anything. Like you just said, it could be 24 hours, 3 months, 6 months. It just depends on the contract.
No,
it's not like the regular world. Yeah, this is different, you know?
Okay, Gutter say we for the people.
All right.
Yeah, okay. And then this is great info. All right, that's it. We're actually over our time because you guys have so many good questions this week, which we really appreciate. Please share. Do not be stingy. We give this information because, thank you, Michi said we both explained. We give information freely because we want our community to grow. So don't be stingy with your community and spread the information around. Talk to people, share the information, encourage your loved ones to buy Bitcoin. We're in a bear market. Bitcoin is going to be volatile for the next 2 years. And also, too, listen to this. If you want to help out your people, because a lot of people, especially Black people, have told me that Black people don't listen to this about, now this is generalization. I know not every Black person says this, but a lot of people have said that Black people are not receiving information. They're not being serious about it. If you really want to help your community and you feel like you have a loved one, grandma, sister, niece, daughter, child, whatever, spouse, girlfriend, side chick, it doesn't matter. You feel like they're not listening, but you really want to help them, just start sending them stuff in Bitcoin. So Cash App, you can send to people in Bitcoin. Like you can literally send, Cash App says you can send them a stock, you can send them cash, or you can send them Bitcoin through the Cash App. So you can, it's not ideal, but it's just, hey, listen, I'm gonna pay you half in Bitcoin and half in cash, okay? So just know that you can start to send your people Bitcoin even if they don't understand it right now, okay?
Real talk.
So please
use that utility. Yeah.
And we love our community. This is why we do it. So please share it with your community and talk to everybody about this type of stuff because it's finance and it's really important and it can really be a game changer for us. And Black people need a win. We need game changers. And if this is an opportunity for us to change our lives and our kids' lives, like the risk is worth it. If it's just a $10, $20 a week and you can, in 2 years, you're going to change your whole life or have more for yourself, why not? You know what I'm saying? All right, Moo, you want to take us out? All things crypto with them superstar Mu Gutter.
Love y'all. Love y'all. Read the white paper. We out.